For this week's report, the Squamscott Sewer Siphon Project hit another milestone. Revolutionary War veteran Jude Hall honored at the American Independence Museum. Exeter Parks and Recreation's summer shows starting soon. Information about Plastic-Free July. A chance to own a part of Exeter's history and contribute to a good cause. And falling roof tiles and employee succession were discussed at a recent select board meeting. For Exeter TV, I'm Bob Glowacki, and this is the Exeter Biweekly Report. Let's get started. The Sewer Siphon Project is making progress under the Squamscott River ahead of a special town meeting and election which will decide the fate of a second siphon pipe. We stopped by the worksite last week to check in on the project. Last Friday, the Sewer Siphon Project hit another milestone. A 12-inch reamer drill, which widens the hole, successfully made it from Swayze Parkway to the mill side of the river. This week, construction crews are using an 18-inch reamer for one final widening pass before the pipes are pulled through. As of June 22nd, the 18-inch reamer has drilled 325 feet across the river. With the first sewer siphon making good progress, attention is now turning to the special town meeting and election to address the second phase of the project. On Thursday, June 22nd, the Rockingham Superior Court approved the petition of the town to hold a special meeting and election, allowing the town to seek and potentially approve an additional $3.5 million to complete the project. The funding would come from a loan agreement from the New Hampshire Department of Environmental Services Clean Water State Revolving Fund with 10% loan forgiveness. Being a bond article, a 3/5 ballot vote is required for approval. The town will hold a deliberative session on the evening of July 11th, with voting taking place on August 15th. If the article is approved, the town would proceed with drilling, reaming, and laying an additional 12-inch sewer siphon to connect to the J.D. Hill area to the main pump station adjacent to Swayze Parkway. The process involves drilling a pilot hole under the river, which is then widened with reamers before the drill pulls the siphon through. This work would be conducted in the fall and continue into early winter. For more information regarding the sewer project and the upcoming town meeting and election, stay tuned to the latest news section of the town website, exeternh.gov. Revolutionary War veteran Jude Hall was honored on Juneteenth at the American Independence Museum. We attended the event to learn more.
The American Independence Museum celebrated the newest federal holiday, Juneteenth, by holding a dedication ceremony to Jude Hall. The museum unveiled a new memorial to the Revolutionary War soldier on the grounds of the museum.
Today we honor Private Jude Hall, who is known as Old Rock, for his contributions to the founding of this nation by engraving his name here in granite. We hope all who pass by here for generations to come will remember Jude and learn from his story.
Jude Hall was born enslaved in 1747, but at the beginning of the Revolutionary War, he escaped and joined the Continental Army. Serving 7 years, he fought at Bunker Hill, Ticonderoga, Trenton, Hubbardton, Saratoga, and Monmouth. At the end of the war, Hall was freed and settled in Exeter.
It is through Hall's story that we are reminded that New Hampshire's history is deeply intertwined with Black history. Today, in the revolutionary capital of New Hampshire, which is Exeter, we revise history and embrace figures who, despite great impact, receive little recognition. As a nation, we are indebted to the courage and bravery of all those who serve, and honor those who have been unjustly omitted from our historical record.
For more information about Exeter's revolutionary history, visit the American Independence Museum's website at independencemuseum.org.
This summer, Parks and Recreation is bringing even more local programming to Exeter with the Exeter Vibe Series. Will Tapley has more on the concerts and shows coming to Exeter.
The Exeter Vibe Series is underway this week, featuring 3 main event series. In collaboration with Team, Exeter Parks and Rec presents the Tune and Fork series, bringing concerts and food to Townhouse Common every Tuesday from 5 to 8 p.m. Exeter Parks and Rec is introducing more programs for kids this summer. Come and experience summer shows at Townhouse Common on Wednesdays from June 28th to August 9th from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Despite ongoing construction for the sewer project, the long-standing tradition of Thursday night concerts in Swayze Parkway continues. Starting on June 22nd and running through August 10th, residents can enjoy music from 6 to 8 p.m. as part of the summer concert series. For a full list of band lineups, food trucks, and kids shows in the Exeter Vibe Series, visit the Parks and Rec website.
Will, let me out. You need to let me out. Will, please let me out. Will, I need you to let me out. No, what are you doing? Why are you?
Exeter Parks and Recreation extends their gratitude to the event sponsors for their generous support in making these programs possible.
Single-use plastics are everywhere. In this next segment, the Sustainability Advisory Committee is offering one way for residents to be a part of solving the problem of plastic pollution. The Sustainability Advisory Committee is inviting you to join in the fight against single-use plastics. Starting next month, the committee invites residents to join them in taking the Plastic-Free July Pledge.
Take the pledge, sign up on their website, and it's a great opportunity and a chance to see how you can reduce your reliance on plastic and single-use plastic in particular.
The pledge consists of heading to plasticfreejuly.org and signing up to reduce the use of single-use plastics. By putting in your email, residents will get tips and tricks for how they can reduce their use of single-use plastics at home, on the go, at work, or out in our community. Actions can include things such as using reusable bags when grocery shopping, purchasing unwrapped food items, or using reusable cups.
We have a real issue with plastic. As much as it is convenient and as much as a lot of brands say that they recycle or the plastic is recyclable, we are at a situation where a lot of the plastic doesn't get recycled. And Greenpeace recently did a report which showed that less than 9% of all plastic is recycled. We really need to move away from plastic, and there are so many alternatives available now.
With participation all over the world, these small personal actions can have a positive impact globally on the oceans, for cleaner streets, and for the planet. The Sustainability Advisory Committee is looking to highlight local efforts and invites individuals, families, or businesses to share their efforts with the committee to show how Exeter is reducing plastics through the month of July. For more information about the pledge, visit plasticfreejuly.org, or for more local sustainability information, visit the town website exeternh.gov. Up next, a message from the town clerk's office, who is raising funds for new voting booths. The town clerk is offering a chance to own a piece of Exeter's local history and contribute to the purchasing of new voting booths. In 2003, work started to replace the copper roof of the historic Swayze Pavilion, better known as the Bandstand, in downtown Exeter. When the roof was taken down, copper plates were made, which are now for sale in the town clerk's office while supplies last.
And it gives a little excerpt about the history of the copper plate. There are no two that are alike, they're all different. And we also have the small plates, which are $35.
Installed 107 years ago, it was noted on July 14, 1917, that the roof has received its copper covering with pine cone finial and several lion heads as gargoyles to discharge rainwater. The sale of the framed copper plates will help the town clerk's office purchase newer voting booths to be used at town elections.
As you can see, they're circular. They serve 4 people, and they also have a handicap area. Our current booths only serve 1 person per booth. We are hoping to get as many of these as we can.
For more information about the copper plates, visit the town clerk's office or check out their website. Finally, we have a quick recap of the most recent Select Board meeting from our Meeting Minutes series.
Welcome to the Exeter Select Board Meeting Minute for June 12th. During public comment, local business owner Jaime Lopez raised concerns about roof tiles falling from the town offices onto the shared alleyway near his business.
I've noticed a lot of tiles falling more and more, and I feel that's presenting a danger to our community, and I think it's a huge accident waiting to happen.
The board committed to investigating the matter.
This is the first time the board is hearing of this, so we will take immediate action to investigate.
Next, the board briefly discussed 2 action items, including approving bond documents for FY23 and an update on the Squamscott Sewer Siphon Project. Following that, the board discussed a memo sent by Assistant Town Manager Melissa Roy on employee succession, retirement, and future planning for the town of Exeter.
Of the goals and initiatives set by the select board at our goal setting session in April was long-term succession planning and just an overall review of the organization as we move forward.
We've had quite a few positions that have been vacant for the first 6 months of the year in DPW. And so it is our recommendation that we utilize some of that savings and put it towards this evaluation of function for the town.
It makes a lot of sense to have some sort of planning process that we have in place so that we're not caught flat-footed if they're, because we have retirements coming up and we have, things that we can sort of see and we want to be prepared for.
We've got so many other very important departments. We have very important department heads, and we have valuable employees.
The meeting concluded with a town manager's report, committee reports, and a legislative update by Select Board member Julie Gilman, representing Exeter in the State House. To watch their statements, visit our Exeter TV YouTube channel. The next Select Board meeting is scheduled for June 26th. See you there.
That does it for this week's report. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to help us spread the word. We'll be back on July 7th for the next edition of the show. For Exeter TV, I'm Bob Glowacki, and this has been the Exeter Biweekly Report. Have a good weekend, Exeter.